Hey guys, Cleanblade here, bringing another Pokemon TCG online deck profile, and today we're going to be looking into this Speed Raichu deck that's been out for a little bit. And yeah, I know I'm a little bit late on it, but it took me a while to get Shaymins and stuff like that. So we're going to be looking into this, and of course we're going to be attacking with the move Circle Circuit. That's 20 times the number of bench Pokemon you have. So of course we're going to be running Skyfield, stuff like that, get that synergy in there. So we can hit upwards to 190 damage with Raichu alone, which KOs any EX, but doesn't KO Megas, so you gotta keep that in mind. So let's just jump straight into the deck profile. So we are running 3 Ditto. I chose Ditto because you can go from Pikachu to Raichu in a turn, let's say, stuff like that. And we also run Hawlucha in the deck, so it's a little bit abstract. It's not your conventional Raichu Ninetales deck, but we do still run Ninetales, so we can also use Ditto, go Vulpix, Ninetales, all in the same turn, so we don't have to wait the turn, stuff like that. So Transform, I just feel, is really nice. So we're running 3 Ditto, and that's it. Basically just for that. Plus, it only has 1 retreat, so it's pretty easily retreated. And then, of course, we're running 4 Shaymin-ex setup. It just allows us to draw through our deck really fast. That's basically about it. That's basically why we run it. We don't use it really as an attacker. It only has 1 retreat cost, so we can retreat it rather easily. So this card is just really good in this deck. Then of course we're running 3 Hawlucha for Flying Press basically. So in those odd matchups where you can't keep your stadium up in play, Flying Press does quite a lot. Or if they kill your Raichu and you don't have a Raichu set up yet, but you have a Pikachu in hand, and you can place on a Pikachu and use Hawlucha as an attacker to do 60 damage to an EX Pokemon, which is quite a lot. And it does have the fighting resistance, so that's even better, because Landorus is kind of hard for this deck. So Hawlucha is really, really good in this deck, in my opinion. So yeah, plus for new retreat, so we just run 3 Hawlucha. Pretty different, but I think it's really good in this deck. Then we're running the 2 Vulpix, doesn't matter which one you have. And then we're running 2 Barrier Shrine Ninetales, just because when we get our stadium into play, we want to keep our stadium in play. Skyfield means quite a lot to this deck, so yeah, you really want to try and get out of Barrier Shrine Ninetales when you have a full bench and stuff like that, because losing 3 Shaymin on your bench for absolutely no reason kind of hurts the deck. It slows you down a little bit, stuff like that, so keep that in mind. Barrier Shrine, though, is really good. We don't run the Bright Look Ninetales. I think it's too cloggy, personally. I really like this build as it is. Then, of course, we're running 4 Pikachu. We're using the one with Nuzzle just so we can paralyze for a colorless energy. Why not? And then we're also running Raichu with Circle Circuit. Pretty standard here. Just 20 times the number of bench Pokemon, as I said before. And with Shaymins and Dittos and Vulpixes and Hawluchas down on our bench, we should have no problem hitting for 190 against EXs. So we have the potential to one-shot Toad. Though this deck is kind of weak to Toad, but you can go off first turn pretty easily. So I say you win the matchup overall because you just explode turn 1 and basically destroy Toad instantly. And then, of course, we're going to jump into the trainers now. We're running 1 computer search, best ace spec in the game, in my opinion. Just search for whatever we really want to. 3 Trainer's Mail. The Trainer's Mail helps the deck consistency a lot. You can get an Ultra Ball when you need it to search for a Shaymin, stuff like that. So Trainer's Mail, it's just really, really good. Then, of course, we're running 4 Ultra Ball. We're running 4 Shaymin, 4 Ultra Ball. Pikachu's, Vulpix's, Dittos, Hawluchas, Ultra Balls is so good in this deck. So yeah, we're running it. Basically, it's a really key part to this deck. I won't even deny that. The Ultra Ball is really, really important. Then, moving on, we are running 3 VS Seekers. Let's step back a bit. We're running 3 VS Seekers. I think 4 is a bit much. We really don't run many supporters, so 3 is just fine. Plus, we do run Trump Card. Though, if you're watching this after, like, when Trump Card gets banned, you could run 4 VS Seekers, but I think then you just replace Trump Card with this deck into a Sacred Edge, just because, when your Raichus get destroyed, Sacred Edge brings them back, and that's really all you really need is a constant stream of Raichus in this deck, so yeah, but we are just running 3 VS Seekers. Then, of course, moving on now, we're running 2 Chorus. We play Skyfield, so we automatically get a huge bench draw, and Chorus is just really good in this deck. Let's be honest. You can draw up to 16 cards with Skyfield, so that's really good. Then we're running one Lysander. It kind of just wins games. Your opponent benches a Shaymin, has 2 prizes left. You just go Raichu, Lysander, game, basically. There's really not much they can do about it. This card's really good in this format. So yeah, and then we're running the one Lysander's trump card. This card, it's really hard to replace in the deck for if you are watching after the 15th when trump card ban has been given out, but it can be done, and I just think you have to playtest more for you to find the replacement in this deck, but eventually you'll find it. Personally, I think I'd use Sacred Ash or like Super Rod or something, but who knows? But yeah, for now we're running the one trump card. Trump card is just really good, let's put it that way. And then we are running the 1N, just one, because we don't want to give our opponent advantages, because we're probably going to be taking a lot of prizes, so N is kind of detrimental to us. It's kind of a double-edged sword in that sense. N isn't very great in this deck, unless if you get it early and you just draw a dead hand, stuff like that. But if you're behind, N is really good. So, but we're more than likely going to be ahead. Then we're running 4 Sycamore. It's our main supporter in the deck. See, when we run a 4 Shaymin, we didn't need to run like 4N or something for draw power, because Shaymin is essentially a Bianca. So we can just go off with like 3 Shaymins and then Sycamore still. So you really don't need much more draw power than that. And then, of course, we're running just the one Skyla. I think Skyla's really good in this deck. You can just Skyla for an Ultra Ball, Skyla for a Skyfield, Skyla for basically a computer search if you wanted to. You can basically really get anything that you really needed with Skyla out of this deck with computer search and stuff. Seeing Ultra Balls and stuff is usually all we really need. And I don't think Wilwana is running that great in this deck. The Dittos are alright with Wilwana just because they're colorless and you can grab like 2 Dittos and a Shaymin, and then yeah, that'd be all. So it's still kind of good. So if you wanted to run Wilwana instead, you could. I just think Skyla is better overall. And then we are running the Playmaker, I think, which basically makes this deck viable. It's Skyfield. We are running, what is it again? We are running 4 Skyfield, obviously. So the Skyfield is the Playmaker. The deck without it, Raichu wouldn't be able to hit 160 with Circle Circuit, and yeah, you really, really need this card for this deck. I don't think you can play it without it anymore. Before there was the old Raichu Ninetales deck with like Verbanks and Bright Look Ninetales, and then you just use lasers and deal 170 with Ninetales and kill off Evil Talls with Raichu, but the meta for that deck isn't there anymore, and I think it's really bad in this format. So this speed Raichu deck, you absolutely need Skyfields. There's no replacement for it in the deck. If you don't have it, I don't suggest you run the deck. So moving along, though, we are running another Playmaker in this deck, and that's Silver Bangle. In my opinion, Silver Bangle is better than Muscle Band in this deck, because most things that aren't EXs can't live 160 damage as it is. So having the Silver Bangle allows you to kill the odd things, such as Team Plasma Kyogres and Team Aqua Kyogres and Team whatchamacallit, Magma Groudons, and hit the 190 HP, which is, it can be critical in certain positions. You're 10 damage short. Let's say you're missing a bench Pokemon. Now you're doing only 140, and now you're doing 170 with the Silver Bangle. You can KO Manectrix and things like that. So I think Silver Bangle is really, really good in this deck. So yeah, and then jumping onto the energies, we're running 4 DCE. This is our main energy source. DCE is really, really good in this deck because it takes up the 2 energy requirements for Circle Circuit. So yeah, why not run it? And then of course we're running fighting energies for Hawlucha. We're running 6 fighting energies just because I feel fighting energies are still good in this deck. We still need them to attach and retreat sometimes, so keep that in mind. Plus, you can Flying Press for 1 energy and do 60 damage, so it's really good. Hawlucha's pretty good in this deck with the fighting energies, so yeah, I mean, the deck overall, it runs very well in my opinion. It's pretty consistent. There's really not much more to say about it. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button down below. And if you didn't hit the dislike button down below, leave a little comment. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what I could improve on. Stuff like that. Give me ideas on what you guys want to see. All sorts of stuff. We'll see what we can do about all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll be back next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.